Welcome to Anil TV Education. Today's our topic is I Will Do It. So it is written by Sudha Murthy. So here we will discuss about the author. Okay. So about the author Sudha Murthy. Sudha Murthy, the wife of N.R. Narayana Murthy, is an Indian social worker and author. So here Sudha Murthy is a wife of Narayana Murthy. So she works as an Indian social worker and author. Murthy began her professional career as a computer scientist and engineer. So she is a chairperson of Infosys Foundation. So here her professional career as a computer scientist and engineering. So she is the chairperson of the Infosys Foundation. She found several orphanages, participated in rural development efforts, supported the movement to provide all Karnataka government schools with computer and library facilities. So here she provided systems to the Karnataka government schools with computer and library facilities. She sponsored and established the Murthy Classical Library of India. So she established Murthy Classical Library of India at Harvard University. So here in Harvard University, the library name has given as Murthy Classical. So Murthy also teaches computer science. She composed Friction, Dollar Sauce. The present story is a selection from one of her most successful stories, How I Taught My Grandmother to Read and Other Stories. So here this is the story she wrote, How I Taught to Grandmother to Read and Other Stories. This is about the author. He was short, he was sharp, he was the brightest boy in his class. His seniors used to ask him to solve their difficulties in science. So here he is a short. So the author is so here he is nothing but a Narayana Murthy. He is a short and he was a sharp. So he was a bright student, means here he is a clever student in his class. His seniors are also used to ask him doubts regarding their problems. He solved the different difficult problems easily in science. He could have got unnoticed in a crowd. So here being a short person, so every remaining his friends are all having proper height. So he is a short person, no, in that crowd no one has recognized him. But once when you asked him a question related to physics or maths, there was a spark in his eyes. So whenever a teacher is asking any question regarding science or maths, he is ready to say the answer. So here he knows the perfect answer that has been seen in his eyes. He could grasp theories of science faster than the speed of light. So here he could grasp, he keep his memory is sharp, fast of science faster than the speed of light. So here the light, when it spread it takes time, but when the question has asked to him, within the fraction of seconds he is ready to give answer for that. He came from a poor but educated family. His father was a high school teacher and an avid reader of English literature. So here the short by Murthy came from a poor family, but his family was a educated family. So his father was a high school teacher and a English literature. So he likes all the boys in his class, was trying to get admission into some engineering college. So here he liked his father has liked his all his class students, and he was trying to get the admission into the same engineering college. The brother once wanted to study in the Indian Institute of Technology or the IITs. So every bright student, those who are clever students, they wanted to join in the Indian Institute of Technology or the IITs. There was the entrance test for the IIT. This boy along with his friends applied to appear for the test. So including with the Murthy is also interested in IIT. So he also applied to appear for the test. He did not have any special books or coaching. So at that time there was no facility of any books or coaching centers. All these IIT aspirations would sit below the shade of a stone mandap closed to Chamundi Hills in a sleepy town of Mysore. So here those who are interested to write the IIT test, entrance test, so that all students gather at one place, they sit at the shade of a stone. So mandap close to the Chamundi Hills in a sleepy town of Mysore. He was guided for the other students. Whatever they made a group discussion. When the problem has been, any question has been raised, it has been solved by all the other students. While the others struggling to solve the problems in the question paper, he would smile shyly and solve them within no time. So whenever their friends are practicing to solve that problems, he can do a single smile and he can do within the fraction of time. He won't take so much time. He sat alone below the tree and dreamed of studying at IIT. So after the completion of discussion, he sat alone under the tree, below the tree, and he dreaming about how he is studying in the IIT. It was the ultimate aim for any bright boy at age, as it still is today. He was then only 16 years old. So here every bright student have the dream to achieve their success in that course. So here at the age of 16 years only, he is trying to do an IIT course. The D-Day came. He came to Bangalore, staying with some relatives and appearing for the entrance test. He did very well, but would only say okay when asked. So here on the entrance test for IIT came. He went to Bangalore and he stayed at some relatives' home and he appeared for the entrance test. So whenever his friends or everyone asked means, he said just okay, I did it. So it was the opposite when it came to food. So here whenever his friends or anything asked, he said okay. When he said okay, it implied bad. So here his friends will think that when he said okay means it is bad, but he is a bright student. He wrote well, but he did not send it to his friends that he had written well. So he simply said that okay. When he said good to it implied okay. When he said excellent, it implied good. His principle was never to hurt anyone. So here why he is saying that he wrote well, even though he said that okay, means he don't want to hurt anyone or his friends. So that's why he said okay, it's good. The entrance test results came. He had passed with the highest rank. What a delight for any student. He was thrilled. He went to his father who was reading a newspaper. So here after some days the IIT entrance results came. In that he got his highest rank What a delight of any student. So everyone are appreciated that he got the highest rank in the entrance test. He was thrilled, so he was surprised, and he went to inform his father. At the time his father was reading a newspaper. Anna, I have passed the exam. Well done, my boy. So he informed to his father that I had passed the exam. So his father said, well done, my boy. I want to join IIT. He said that he passed the high entrance IIT entrance. He scored highest rank. So he wanted to do IIT. But at the time his father said, his father stopped reading the newspaper. He left his head, looked at the boy and said with a heavy voice, my son, you are a bright boy. So here he said that. So here the father lifted his head and looked at the boy and explained, you are a heavy voice, my boy, you are a bright boy. So he raised his voice and he said that you are a bright boy. I know that you can pass the entrance. So here he is saying his financial position to his explaining to his son. You know our financial position. I have 5 daughters to marry off and 3 sons to educate. I am a salaried person. I can't afford you express at IIT. So here our financial condition is not good. So I have 5 daughters to do married off. So he have to look at of his family and he had to do the 5 daughters marriage. So it is very burden for him. So he can't afford him expensive for joining the IIT course of his son. You can stay in Mysore and study as much as you want. So here he is not willing to send him at Bangalore. So if he go to Bangalore, he should be staying in hostel, or expenditures will be increased. So that's why he is only one person to take care of their family. So that's why he advised his son to stay in Mysore. He want to do any other course, he can he can give money, he can sponsor to that education. Indeed, it was a difficult situation for any father to say no to his bright son. So here the situation, so here his father also feeling guilty. Why? Because his son is a bright student. He got a highest rank in the IIT entrance, but because of financial condition, his father could not afford him to study the IIT course. But the circumstances were like that. So here he said that the situations are like that. So that's why he said to his son to join in any other courses and stay in Mysore. It was the common then for a man to be single earning member with a large family depending upon him. So here he is expressing that. So he has a large family. So he had with his father's income, the whole family is depending upon him. So that's why. So here he is a salary based man. So that's why he could not afford his son for education. His father was sad that he had to let the bitter truth of to his son. It could not be helped. The boy had understand the reality. So here his father also felt very sad to tell about the bitter truth. So behind the what is the reason behind, so behind that he did not join in the IIT course. but he could not be helped. So here he did not ask for anyone to loan or to help somebody. The boy understood the situation and reality, so he did not said anything to his father, just he kept quiet. The teenagers were disappointed. It seemed his dream has burned to ashes. He was so near to fulfill his fondest hope, yet so far his heart sank in sorrow. So here the short boy's age is a teenage. So here in the teenage he was disappointed. So it seems his dream has been burnt into ashes. So he thought that whatever he had a goal that has been turned into ashes. He was so near to fulfill his fondest hope. So he had always dreaming about doing the IIT. So once his father has been said that he unable to join in that IIT entrance, so IIT college. So at once only he got very disappointed. So his heart sank into sorrow. So here his heart felt into sadness. He did not reply. He never shared his unhappiness or helplessness with anybody. He wanted to introvert by nature. So here he did not said anything and he did not reply to his father. So he simply kept quiet. He never shared his unhappiness to his parents or his relatives or any family members. So he was introverted by the nature. So he did not want to, he kept quiet. He went along, he sat for some time and he realized what is the truth behind his father's saying. His heart was bleeding, but he did not get angry with anybody. So here his heart has been filled with sorrow. He did not show any expressions of angry or sadness to anyone. The day came, his classmates were leaving for Madras, now Chennai. They were taking a train from Mysore to Madras. They have shared good years in schools and college together. So the day came. So and along with his parents, all are joining in the IIT college. They are going to Mumbai. Now it is called. Now it is called as Chennai. So they were taking a train from Mysore to Madras. They shared their good years in school and they thought that he also continued in that same college together. When he went to the station to say goodbye and good luck for their future life. So here the little boy went to the railway station and he said to goodbye to his friends and he said good luck for them for their future life. At the station his friends were already there. So when he reached that station, his friends are present at there. So they were exciting and talking loudly. So here they are very happy and they are talking in a loud voice with joy. The noise was like a chirring of birds. So chirring is nothing but the birds which makes a sounds. So the noise had been looked like that. They will all are excited and discuss their new hostel, new courses, etc. So here everyone, all the friends are gathered at the station. So all the friends are discussing about their colleges, new colleges and courses. But here the short boy, he did not said anything. He listened to all the things silently. He was not part of it, so he stood there silently. One of them noticed and said, "You should have to made it." So he was thinking that I was not a part of it. I should be silently. He stood there silently. One of his friends has noticed him and said, you should have made it. He did not reply. He only wished all of them. So he wished good luck for your future. They waved at him as the train slowly left from the platform. So here the little boy waved the hands by saying by giving send off to their friends. So at that time the train has slowly left the platform. He stood there even after he could no longer see the train or the waving hand. So here he is continuously waving the hand. The little boy is continuously waving the hand. So the train has left the station platform. It was the June of 1962 in Mysore city. So it was the June month of 1962 in Mysore city. Monsoon had set in and it was getting dark. So it was a rainy season. So that's why the climate has changed. Once the climate has been changed into dark, it started to drizzle, yet he stood there motionlessly. So here the climate has become dark and it makes the thundering sound. So the boy did not move anywhere. He stood motionlessly, stably. He did not move anywhere. He said to himself without anger or jealousy, all the students from the IIT study well and do big things in life. So here he did not get angry or he did not feel any jealousy over their friends. So he said to all of his friends as a good luck, study well and achieve big things in their life. But it was not the institution ultimate, it is you and you alone who can change your life by hard work. So at that time he realized that no institution can make you or change you. Only you alone yourself. If you do hard work, then only you can mold your life. Probably he was not aware that he was following the philosophy of the Bhagavad Gita. Your best friend is yourself and your worst enemy is yourself. So here he started reading the Bhagavad Gita and he was inspired with that. So in that what is there? So if whatever the good things are with you that you think as your friends and whatever the drawbacks bags are there you think that as a enemies. So he realized it. Later he worked very hard and focused on one thing, never bothering about his personal life or comfort. So here, so inspired by Bhagavad Gita, he started doing hard work and he never bothered about their personal conditions, their family conditions. So only he focused on only hard work. He shared his wealth with others. So whenever his friends or any relatives they said, so he discussed only his wealth, he good things. He never used to help. He never used to help of any caste, community, or political connection to give up in life. So here, so he had so many relation with other persons. So he did not express his sadness or he did not explain his personal problems to anyone. So he did not take any support from his relatives or any caste or community or political parties. So he only struggled for his life. A son of a scholar teacher showed another Indian it was possible to learn wealth legally and ethically. He built a team of people who were equally good. So he thought that his father as a school teacher. So here, so such type of so many students are facing the same situations like him. He gathered all the students, those who are clever like him. He became a pioneer of a Indian software industry. So he became a pioneer. So he given a guidance to his students, team peoples of India and a software industry, and he started the information technology way. With the teamwork, he made a information technology wave. Today he was become an icon of simplicity. So today he achieved, he got recognized, and he became a icon of simplicity, uncompromising quality and fairness, apart from being a philanthropist. So philanthropy is nothing but one who devotes his service or wealth for the love of mankind. So he thought for the achieving good things and he helpful to the mankind. He really believes in the motto powered by intellect and driven by values. So here he inspired with by Gita that whatever we have good it thinks as our friends, he succeed in that. He is none other than Nagavara Rama Rao Narayana Murthy, the founder of Infosys, a leading IT company in the world. So the short boy, little boy is none other than Nagavara Ramana Narayana Murthy, the founder of Infosys. So he is leading a IT company in the world. Thank you.